From the thong-wearing beaches of Miami, Florida, to the flannel-wearing ski bunnies of Whistler, BC, this is the Qualk Show with your host, Carol Rosher.
Welcome to the Qualk Show and happy Saturday night. On tonight's show, we're talking about why our children don't sleep. Seriously, why don't they ever sleep? Somebody help me, please. Then we're going to talk about potty training and what works, what doesn't, and how many loads of laundry must you do while you figure this out. Hallie, how can people get a hold of us during the show? We want our fans and our followers to reach out and discuss with us and be part of the show. And how can they do that?
The best way, we have a live chat feature in The Qualk Show. It's not a live chat feature. It's a chat feed that we're in on The Qualk Show's Facebook page. It says live. Here we go. If you click on the comment button, that's where we're going to be talking. It's the same picture every single week. We're going to make sure that it is ingrained into your brain that when you see those pretty flowers, you think, Qualk Show. Let's
ingrained
talk.
In the membrane, ingrained in the mind.
Exactly.
Awesome. And how else can they get a hold of us if they want to check out our website, things of that nature?
TheQualkShow.world. We're the world. We are the world. Boom.
We are the children. Sorry. I've got a little ADD today. I apologize.
It happens. We have Facebook. We have Facebook like page. We have Twitter. We have Instagram. We have a Pinterest page. We have an email address. It is all The Qualk Show. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy weasy. Awesome. So with us tonight, we have all of the usual suspects except for Sin, of course, who is taking the night off with a sick family, I believe. We've got Hallie, our surrogate and mama to a 6-year-old girl. We have Stephanie, who's got a couple of little ones. We have Heidi with a grown stepchild and a little one at home, just to spread out that torture. And we have a very special guest with us tonight. We have Jennifer Winokur from Miami, Florida. If you can see where she is, now is the time to get jealous.
Rubbing it in.
Exactly. She couldn't even
come down here.
I know. She couldn't even broadcast from her home. Like, she has to broadcast live from the beach just to rub it in a little bit. Jennifer is a friend to the show. She's also become a virtual friend of mine, a great lady, very supportive of everything that we do. She's an attorney, but we do not hold that against her.
Or maybe we do.
Yeah, or maybe we do. Unless she needs to represent us at some future time, then of course she's our favorite person. And Jennifer also is the mom to a beautiful, handsome 6-year-old little boy. Welcome to the show.
Watch out for sharks, kid!
And she has been mandated to try to find as many hot chicks on the beach as she possibly can. And in fact, we do have some male viewers, so if there's a gentleman in a Speedo, please feel free to show that as well. Just give us some warning so that
bring on the banana hammock.
Exactly. How was everybody's week?
I got to be in a flash mob this morning, which was
oh my god, super fun! Did you get on film?
Super fun. We did a song from the Newsies called "Seize the Day" at the Okanagan Kelowna Farmers Market, and brought it down. I think we're performing next week. Our big Glee Club. This is like the really nerdy piece of me, but I'm in a Glee Club. So the big performance is next Saturday night. So any y'all that are in the Okanagan area, come see us at the Rotary Center for the Arts. But,
that's awesome. Yeah. So this was kind of like a promo for the show that you're doing.
That's exactly it. Yes.
Awesome. Did you guys get it on tape at all, or did anybody get it on tape?
I've got one of my best friends was able to be front row and center for it, so he got a portion which we'll be putting up a little bit later. So.
Awesome.
Yay!
Can't wait. Anybody else? How was your week? Before I go into my
week-
week, because I had a crazy week.
Oh, my week was nice and kind of boring. It was just, I had a cold all week, so I've been fighting it. And when you burn the candle at both ends for a little bit too long, New York kicked my ass.
New York, New York.
Loved your
Come back
videos,
from
by
it.
the way.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was great. I felt like I was with you.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
And Jennifer is proof here, folks, that we do have friends of the show onto the show to talk about things.
We do have a friend.
Not only do we have a friend of the show, but we also will bring you on the show to talk about stuff with us, because that's what we're all about. We want to reach out to everybody, get to know everybody. My week was, I turned 41, which was, 40 sucked. 40 sucked hugely. 41 is like, meh, whatever. It's I'm already done the worst part. But I went to visit friends and family in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and Red Deer, and there was many highlights of my trip. Seeing all my friends and family, introducing them to my daughter for the first time. My daughter's now 5.5 months old, and none of my friends out that way had met her yet, so that was super special. But one of the best things that happened was my sister from another mister, Kelsey. Her and her husband own a photography company, and they took some family shots for us. They took some new headshots for me. And there's a special surprise coming a little bit later to the Qualk Show involving some headshots with myself and my beautiful daughter Taya, some comparison photos. So you'll have to stay tuned for that. Steph,
I've been waiting patiently.
Oh, I know.
Right? It's going to be epic, I'm not going to lie. I mean, I've got some pretty thick skin, so either that or I'm just a complete card, one of the two. But let's get rolling with hot flashes. With all of that said, Ray Romano said, everyone should have kids. They are the greatest joy in the world, but they are also tiny terrorists. You'll realize this as soon as they are born and they start using sleep deprivation to break you. I like to call my daughter the dictator. That is my nickname for her. The little dictator is kind of like the little terrorist, same line of thinking. So I call her the dictator personally, but this statement does resonate with me.
I totally agree. I think I've called children terrorists forever. They're food terrorists, they're sex terrorists, they're sleep terrorists. If you're the one carrying, they rip your body apart terrorists. They're little parasites. I love them.
You love those little parasites.
I love my little terrorist parasite, but God, they really are. They really are.
Yeah. Big time.
Man, I remember walking around the first 4 months just as an absolute zombie. Like I think back and I don't even know how I did it, except for I just had to do it. So you did. But oh my gosh, I remember one day I was home for the day and my wife was out for the day and I couldn't find my cell phone and we don't have a landline. I'm like, where the F is my freaking cell phone? And at about 2:30 in the evening or in the afternoon, I'm like, okay, I'm literally walking through my day. I woke up, I went to the bathroom to pee, I walked through my day, I was like, okay, then I made a smoothie, I opened the freezer, there's my phone next to the strawberries in the freezer. Like, what?
Oh no, I love it. I love it.
I agree. I mean, my son's 8, and I barely slept.
8? I thought he was 6, my bad.
Night. Huh?
He's 8?
Oh, you thought he was 6, he's 8.
He's 8.
Oh God, I thought it ends like now for me at 4.
Well, you know what it is? It does get better because they can do more on their own, but they still can't make meals, and I still have to remind them, okay,
So you still can't use them as slave labor, even at 8. They can't make meals.
I try. Not
See,
really.
my girlfriend hates it when I say this, but my daughter is a quarter Filipino, so I was really hoping she'd be making up the rooms by then, by the age of 8. But I guess that's not the hate mail. CarolRosher75 gmail.com.
Yeah, don't send it to the producer.
Don't
I'm just gonna forward it.
You're gonna need an attorney.
This is live. This is, I am gonna need.
I hear there's one on the beach.
Exactly.
There you go.
No, I mean none of us are getting it. So it goes on and on like till 8. I mean that's ridiculous. When do they start like wanting to sleep in? Like when I was a kid, I realized at a certain age I didn't want to get up. Is that the teenage years? We have to wait.
I think teenage.
Wow.
That's
a long time away.
Yeah.
So don't tell me with older kids. Like you have an 8-year-old Jennifer, you have a 6-year-old Hallie. What's your standard wake up time? If there is one.
Oh, for him?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's yours, Jennifer?
Yeah.
Well, like.
Well, let's ask him. He's right there.
Yeah.
Well, this is. I go through a whole speech with him now at night.
Yeah.
So my whole speech with him, like for instance, last night is like, okay, tomorrow's Saturday, buddy. All right, no school. So I do want you to wake up and go pee pee. So make sure you wake up and pee pee. But when you wake up and pee pee, I want you to go back into bed and try to sleep some more. Let mommy sleep. And what I'll do now is I put food. Like I have a kitchen island.
Yeah.
So I'll put food, like I'll put some bread, I'll put his gummy vitamins, I'll put his cup, I put like little things to kind of plant around the kitchen. So I'm like, okay, if you get hungry, pick on this, but then
the
that runs out.
You find it, you can eat it.
Yep.
I like it.
So there's like little tricks you can do to get that extra half an hour, that extra hour in,
But are we talking like 6, 7, 8? Like what is his desired wake up time?
Oh God, it's early. It's still early. He gets up for school about 6:30. Wow. So on weekends, like maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock. Yeah, it's still early.
What about you, Hallie? What time is Casey getting up?
Casey, for school, she's not a morning person. So school days, we usually wake up about 7, but that gives her time to watch cartoons and kind of gets her like coffee. She has to just zone out on cartoons for a while. On weekends, she's usually up by 8:30 or 9. But I do the same thing.
That's the kid I want.
I have
switch.
All of her. I have her snacks and I have her cups and I have milk in smaller containers in the fridge. Like I have my life ready so that she is. You want to get up, or you know where your food is. Not today. Not today.
I hate my 4-year-old. I hate her. I hate her from like 8 o'clock at night until about 4 o'clock in the morning every day.
Yeah.
And I don't even care. We got her the Target clock, which is went up on our Facebook page this week, and it worked for 2 days. Last night, that little a-hole unplugged it for fun. And then today, I sent her to timeout because she was being nothing but a jerk all day, and she unplugged it again. So, I don't know, maybe it's unplugged right now, and she's going to sniper attack me at 3 a.m. again, like she does. She comes up like Children of the Corn, and she's like, Mama, I have to pee! And you're like, oh my God, it's 3 o'clock Sin. And this is paybacks, because I used to be that kid that would be up and be like, hi, everybody, let's have fun. And now I had kids, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't.
Oh, no. We have a viewer comment there, Hallie?
It's actually Sin. She's chirping in that her 15-year-old doesn't sleep at all. She was up most of the night on her laptop and is a miserable, not so nice person today. But her 13-year-old does sleep in, so I guess it depends on your kid.
I'm going to be like the only parent in the history of the world that like doesn't try to get their teenagers out of bed. Sleep the day away, I don't care. Although by that time I'll probably be so old that like as you get older you just wake up naturally earlier.
Yeah, exactly right.
So
you're
maybe
up at 4
I
a.m.
going. Them.
Well, I'm
now
36
I get
and I'm up there now.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to sleep.
Leah Burke has echoed some of my own thoughts on an earlier video that she did stating people who say they sleep, or an earlier video that I did, people who say they sleep like a baby usually don't have one.
Yes.
This is exactly what I was talking about on an earlier video that I posted to the Qualk Show and on my personal page, Carol Rosher. I do sleep like a baby every frickin' night. Unfortunately, this is not a good thing.
No.
Anybody else sleeping like a baby?
My daughter woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning screaming that a tiger was eating her face and she had a bloody nose. So for the first 2 seconds before logic actually kicked in, I was freaking the fuck out.
You thought a tiger was eating your child.
Mimi, tiger eat me nose, tiger eat me face, tiger. I'm like, what the fuck?
And there's blood.
Okay, bloody nose, we're okay.
I don't mean to laugh because you got attacked by a tiger.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's so true. Before logic kicks in, you're like, "Where's the tiger?" Oh,
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck? How did I
I'm almost gonna get that tiger.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Did anybody have a baby that slept during the night that was just so peaceful and beautiful? Because I would like to punch you in the face if you would like to show yourself
too.
right now.
After
Anybody?
sleep training. After sleep training, Winter slept solid, but
Yeah.
Okay, we kind of have the second one. She does do that, but in the last 3 weeks, because of the whole teething thing, like every hour or 2 hours, she's up. But she generally sleeps straight through. So we only have one. We have one.
Yeah. You have one.
Yeah, no-
You have one good one and one that you hate. Riley, when you're watching this video later in life, Mommy loves you. Mommy
We
really
love
loves
you. We all love you.
Stop unlocking your dead clock!
Mama doesn't love you. Sorry.
Too bad that Jennifer wasn't a psychiatrist because Riley's going to need one.
Adria likes to point out that she hasn't slept in 5 years. 5 years.
Wow.
Just like
Okay, well, Adria's my wife, and she wanted to have little babies, so I wanted to be a teenage parent. I'll see you when you're 13. You'll sleep then.
Yeah.
And Adria does have a good point. I know that the sleep deprivation starts about halfway through your pregnancy. I think it's Mother Nature's way of getting you ready to never sleep again.
You know what?
It takes you like 6 minutes to roll over and put all the pillows in the right area, and then you're like, fuck, I have to roll over again. So I get it.
That
I
was
understand.
totally Nicole, and that's what she said. She was like, I think this is preparing me for being a parent because at least the last 3 months of her pregnancy, she couldn't hardly sleep. She was tossing and turning and all this stuff. And, yeah, I mean, I guess that it does set you up for the rest of your life. And for some strange reason, Nicole and I are thinking about having another one. I'm not quite sure what insanity is at play there.
Let us
Probably
pray.
sleep deprivation. Probably sleep deprivation. Because they're also so cute a lot of the time, too, and they're so
No,
amazing.
20% of the time, Carol. 20%.
I know. So 20% they're cute, 80% we hate them, and
80%
but we're
they're
still going to try to.
I'm just gonna go out there. We need to give Adria a huge shout out because she said that she's been getting up to nurse the last 10 nights. So Stephanie, shut your hole.
Oh, we will give a formula to tell Stephanie to shut her hole.
I'm going to stay in
She
the
didn't
closet
say
with you
that
guys
part.
so
I
I don't
said
get
that.
divorced.
Exactly. Well, and that's the thing too. Like, do you guys notice as the non-birth parent that you're not really allowed to freaking talk about how tired you are?
No, and it's not fair because I did get up. Let's have a marital fight in front of the whole world. Because I did get up, and then she gets in behind me anyway, and she's like, well, I'm like, why am I up if you're just going to get up?
Yeah.
Why am I up?
Because as the birth parent, if you didn't get up, I would have been pissed. I'd been like, why the fuck aren't you helping? Why aren't you helping me? Just get out of the way. I can do it
Listen,
myself.
I manned the 4-year-old at 3 a.m. That's my contribution.
That's your job.
That's a good
So,
deal.
I was a person that loved my sleep. I coveted my sleep. I made love to my bed every night for
That's
an
me.
extended period of time. I had Viagra for my bed. It was just always up. But, so this is the least amount of sleep that I've ever had in my entire life, yet I'm not allowed to complain about it because compared to Nicole, apparently I am just slumbering like a bear at night, I guess. And not only that, but I am a...
Okay, wait. I need serious. Stephanie and Carol, I want videos from you and your wives showing what a night looks like. I need a nighttime routine from lights out to lights
Challenge
out.
accepted.
Challenge accepted. And, but now, yeah, we can set up the GoPro and let that run all night, eh? That would be quite
Forget that. I'm live streaming. I'm live streaming.
But your live stream will cut you off
I
after
want
an hour, I
Adria
think.
waking up in the middle of the night just
I go live from the beach. I can live stream from my bed.
There you go.
I have this argument
as
about every day. She'll be like, I'm so tired, I didn't sleep last night. And I'm like, I know, me neither. And she's like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, no, seriously, like every time a baby screams, you wake up. It's not like I can sleep through that. And she's like, that's weird because you were snoring the entire time. And this is how our day goes, like every day, back and forth.
Yep, I want the videos.
But you know what? I'm going to tell you that maybe the night gets better, but the evening, when they get older, the evening gets tougher. Try putting them to bed.
Oh,
Putting my
Good
8-year-old
point.
son to bed is
She's very emotional about it.
She broke the feed. He was so passionate.
The splitting of the sea is occurring. Be careful out there.
Sorry. No, but I'm jumping through hoops. I'm, because it's
Bribery.
one thing after another. I'm hungry. Oh, now I'm thirsty. Now I have to go pee-pee. Now I have to go caca. Oh, I forgot to brush my teeth. I'm hungry again. And you're like, okay, enough with the excuses. There's like a million excuses to get him to bed. So
Yes.
You know what? I never thought about that, actually. That's true.
hard. It is so hard getting him to bed. It's not even funny. He hates
go from a sleep terrorist to a negotiator. And
Yes.
You're like, fuck.
Yes. Exactly.
Bedtime is like mediation. It's like, all right, what are you coming to the table with? This is what I'm coming to the table with. Let's make
I'm like, if you want breakfast in the morning, get your ass to sleep because I am not making you shit unless
If you want me not to beat you.
Yeah, exactly. He's joking, CPS. She's joking.
Yeah.
Joking.
What you have to do, this is what I've learned, is you have to start about an hour and a half before you actually want them to go to bed. So you got to be like a whole bunch of steps ahead of them. So you'll have to start. You want them in bed about.
Sorry, no, go ahead.
That's okay. No, I'm just saying, like, if you want them in bed by 8:30, you need to start by 7.
Okay, so so then I need to start a routine at about 3 then. Because I would like her to be in bed by 4 p.m. if at all possible. If she could just come right home from school and just go straight to bed, that would actually work really well for me. Just kidding. I love her. She's so much fun.
Our routine is a good solid hour every night. Yeah.
Shout out to all the narcoleptic orphans. Carol's looking. She will foster you.
I will foster you.
Great. Now we've offended the Filipinos and the narcoleptics.
This is a game on tonight's show. Let's see how many groups of people we can actually offend on tonight's show.
Let's go for a ball.
Just pointing out that they had a home in Canada. That's all I was saying.
Exactly. So this is an unknown quote that I found, and I want to know who agrees with this or not. I hate when people say, my potty training my child was so easy. I haven't started this joy in life yet. But did any of you with older children find potty training easy, or is this a ridiculous statement?
Ridiculous. I gotta say ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Because he's dealt with the wiener.
Yes.
Yeah, that's way different.
See, he's 8, and I'm still
dealing with the wiener
on top of him. Still. Like, he won't go in his pants, but now he goes, when he goes to the bathroom, he does not care to aim so much. To him, it's not a big deal. So still at 8 years old, I am reminding him, I sound like, it's like sometimes I listen to myself, I said, oh my God, did that just come out of your mouth? I say,
right.
Aim. What is so hard to aim? I don't want to have to keep sitting on your pee.
Cheerios.
Why don't boys actually sit on the toilet? Like, why do they have to do it standing up? I'm just wondering.
You're asking a bunch of lesbians. We have no idea.
Ways, actually.
My wife trained her son to sit and pee.
Right?
For that
Really?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering. I mean, I've heard the excuses like it hits the water and stuff. You wish.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just wondering why boys are standing up to pee other than convenience. Like, maybe
That's a good question.
Right?
Yeah,
Maybe we're going to have to research that for another show. So,
if you male watchers, let us know.
Male watchers, why do you stand to pee? Like, is it purely convenience, or? And I don't want to hear it hits the water, any of that stuff. But other than that, silly excuse. Why is it that you guys stand to pee instead of sitting down? Because it's also more comfortable. Like, I don't know, I've been sitting forever.
Oh, you know, but maybe though, like, because when my son does sit, I notice he pushes it down. So maybe it's some kind of
it's not between
comfort.
Your legs, it's in front.
Exactly.
Yeah, when you're sitting, it will squirt straight up if you're not pushing it down into the toilet.
Maybe
that's
why. Very good.
That's just a guess.
From
a lesbian. What do I know, you know?
Steph, are you sure you don't want to try for one more little boy?
No. But I will say, I did cry because I really wanted boys, and this is the reason why my wife did not want boys, right here.
Yeah. Well, when we decide to try again, I mean, I would definitely like a little boy, but obviously I would be more than thrilled with a little girl as well. So, but yeah, boys are a different beast from girls, I guess, eh?
Mhm. Yeah, it's so much fun. It's so much fun,
sure.
and you know, when you're a tomboy too at heart, and you love that rough and tumble play, it's a blast.
It's
a blast. I mean, look at him. He's like keeping himself busy here while I'm sitting here.
I know.
So, I mean, he's easy. He's very easy.
And you know, it's funny because that's kind of one of the reasons I wanted boys is because I was like, all of my interests and hobbies and different things are a little bit more on the masculine side. But it's funny for a dyke how girly I make my daughter. Like,
you're a girl, man. You're such a wuss.
You are.
God.
You're
and I'm not saying disclaimer that girls are wusses.
Now.
You just like perfectly coiffed eyebrows.
Right?
I'm a soft foot, okay? Don't ride me.
Very supple.
So, you know, we're going to get a little bit back to potty training in the next segment of the show, but I want to know how well are all of the parents out there in TV land sleeping? Question mark. I myself have never felt the kind of tired that I feel that I'm experiencing now raising a young child, a baby. I literally laugh out loud when my friends without kids tell me how tired they are. If you had told me a year ago that I would ever choose sleep over sex, I would literally have laughed in your face. But trust me, that is a regular choice that is made in my house at this point in time to choose the sleep over the sex. I want to know, how do all you parents out there deal with your children not sleeping? How do you also experience the feeling of slowly losing your mind throughout the week from lack of sleep? And if not, how the hell are you getting your babies to sleep?
Benadryl.
That is your answer to everything. Benadryl.
Whiskey.
Exactly. Quarter tab of Ativan.
Quarter tab of Ativan.
Want to see my aiming skills?
So for my if you go to Heidi Helps on the Facebook, which is my little Qualk Show panelist Facebook page, I'm actually going to be putting up right after the show the whole shebang that I got when I won a grand prize a consultation with a really renowned infant sleep specialist. So she breaks it right down for me, and I'll just share within that blog post exactly what I've come to learn, because I tell you, it took 2 days, and she's given us 12 hours through the night, with the exception when she wakes up with a nightmare. But she slept solid every single night since then, and she'll be 3 in 2 weeks, and she still gives us 2.5 hours or more naps every day. So,
oh my God.
She's awesome.
Literally naps for 15 minutes. Like,
that's the way she was
your child.
Yeah, that's exactly the way she was before she sleep trained. I don't even know how we did it, except for we just did it. Like,
yeah, I understand the sleep training working like with the routine at the end of the day and stuff. And we've started that with Taya, the bath, and then the book, and then the bed, and that seems to work really well. But how does the napping change?
Well, you still have to do a routine, because the trick, and you want to use the same comfort thing, you want to use the same final song. What you're doing is just establishing all sorts of psychological cues that now it's time to sleep. You need a completely blacked out dark room.
Does shut the fuck up constitute as a psychological tool that you have
Whatever works
instituted?
for you. Especially those first 4 months, man, just whatever the fuck works for you.
I feel like that only applies to the first kid, though. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I was the last of 4. My parents didn't give a shit if they were raising any more kids. And I remember distinctly being 5 years old and my mom telling me when I got to the babysitter's house, lay down on the carpet and go to sleep. And I did, because I was afraid of her. And so I literally will fall asleep anywhere for any given amount of time because I was the last one. And so there was no like, nothing. My mom was like, lay down. And I did.
You won't sleep now.
I don't know.
Sleep
Does
out.
it differentiate itself based on where you fall in the
I don't. You know
sibling
what?
Well, and personalities
Maybe
of kids.
Sin can write in on that because most of us, I think, just have one child on the panel today, other than you, Steph. So maybe Sin can write in and as to did she have better success with the first or the second child, or any of our other viewers out there that have more than one child. Like, is that true? Do you just get to a point where you're like, put them in the trunk of the car and say sleep? Just getting to the trunk of the car.
I mean, I'm
people.
thinking about it because it's like almost 9 o'clock where I'm starting to hate Riley. So
Yeah, exactly.
just
What
kidding.
about, yeah.
Children are a blessing.
You know what, Steph? You've said you hate her too many times in this show. To
It was a
have
rough
it
day, okay?
be, have it be just kidding.
Hashtag realist. Realist.
How do you guys get through your day, though? Like, you know, one foot in front of the other, all this stuff, but there's been times where Nicole has told me that her eyes are literally like glazing over and fuzzy because she has had such a lack of sleep. What are some of the tips and tricks to getting through each day so that, you know, you don't harm yourself or your child driving your car or doing some of these other things?
So,
You have to do less, and you need teamwork. Sorry,
You
Ellie,
need-
go ahead.
You need
No.
you need to
Absolutely.
do it in shifts. When I was
Yeah.
with my wife, I had him with a wife, with another woman. We separated 2 years ago, but when we did it in shifts. I was the vampire. I did the night shift, and she did the morning. And what we would do is we would leave Post-its on the door and say, okay, feeding. We'd have Post-its. We'd have like almost like a chart. Okay, 2 a.m. bottle, 4 a.m. this, you know, and we would leave each other notes, and then we would just sleep in shifts.
Yeah.
I don't think it was very good for our marriage. It eventually crumbled, but that was our survival at the time, was to just do it in
Makes
shifts.
sense.
Yeah.
It gets so much better, Carol. You guys are like on the cusp of it getting significantly better. But it'll still be deprivation. But I remember right about 7-8 months, it just being so much better. It's those first, wow, it's so bad. Those first that fourth trimester, so to speak, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely some next level stuff. And I mean, you know, all joking aside, I know that I don't have it as bad as Nicole does. Like, you know, waking up and nursing a child is a lot different than me listening to her scream and cry and trying to roll back over to sleep. That being said, you know, I am getting up and going to work the next day as well. Not that she's not working.
There's a bikini girl. You guys want to see a bikini girl? I just This is broadcasting from Canada.
Yeah, exactly.
Canada.
Hi, Canada.
Hi, look at that bikini girl. We can't see the bikini girl.
Oh, I see it.
Now you see it? They want to see you.
What's your name?
What's her name?
They said.
Nice to meet you guys.
They said, "What's your name?"
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
We literally are.
You see my son? He loves girls. He loves girls.
It's okay if you're straight, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we live here. We live here. Yeah. Enjoy.
I love.
Check out the Qualk Show on YouTube, Lindsay.
Yeah, exactly.
There you
I
go.
actually
Got you
love
the bikini
that.
girl.
I love it. I love that our first follower that we've had on the show is from the sunny beaches of Miami. Just
Yes.
Right?
right?
You guys
Now we
to
need to
come
get a
here.
ski
You
bunny
need
from
to play
Whistler,
with
BC.
me.
Yes, we
Yeah,
do.
exactly.
And you have a
Exactly.
place to stay. You can stay with us. You're more than welcome to stay with us.
All right,
With
there's
partners
about,
and children.
Yeah, I know we come with partners and children. So there'll be 20 people converging on your house.
Hey, more the merrier.
I don't know, but the last time a Canadian was in Miami Beach, his name was Justin Bieber, and he got arrested. I mean, you're going to have to be careful now, right?
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think by that time he'd already been Americanized to such a point that he was a douche. So
He was totally douchey.
Whoa,
he had been doucheized.
Yeah.
Filipinos, check. Women,
Okay,
check.
so we've got narcolepsy, Filipinos, and Americans.
Justin Bieber, check.
Believers, they're already gone.
That you just attacked Justin Bieber, so all the lesbian Biebers have, all the believers are now pissed off at us still.
What was the most helpful for me when I was in that zombie the first few months was having mummy friends who kind of got it. Like that is what gets us, I think, back, like gets you through that first piece, is having mummy friends.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Jennifer, you're disappearing into the darkness there. Did Miami's lights just go out, or what's going on?
The sun is setting.
Look
at him, he's still in the water.
Oh my gosh!
But he's next to the chick in the bikini.
That Lindsay.
Yeah, he's not leaving. He's staying all night.
He's still in the water.
There. Well, you know, I know that. Hey, buddy, a man after my own heart. He's gonna set up camp just for that bikini lady. If you need to go and take care of your son or get into the light, I certainly understand, Jennifer. So that option is there for you.
How can I do that? I'm gonna go ahead and come back to you guys in about 5 to 8 minutes. Is that
perfect?
Sure, that sounds great. That sounds great.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So I'll put this down. Thank you. Okay.
Reporting live from the beaches of Miami, Florida. That was Jennifer.
Sin did put in her 2 cents. She said her son is a better sleeper in general. However, she used to have to drive her daughter around in a car seat at 2 a.m. singing and crying to get her asleep.
Crying.
She said her son, it took a song, a story, and boom, gone. He was out.
Wow. I love it, Sin. Thank you for weighing in on that, because that is a big question, and it's funny how your parenting can change from child to child. And again, I only have one child, but I think it was a meme the other day that said, child 1 eats dirt, you wonder if you need to go to the ER. Child 2 eats dirt, you wipe it out of its mouth. Child 3 eats dirt, you wonder if you have to feed them lunch still. and
it's
it's
true.
Funny. It's funny. And I mean, any of us, I don't know if any of you guys are the baby of the family, but I am. And I know I had life way easier than my older siblings.
Give me a high five, Carol.
High five to the little ones. You know, we were out doing whatever we wanted. Nicole is the oldest too. It really does make a difference to your childhood experience. I mean, I didn't have to babysit myself.
I had to babysit everyone.
I know. How many siblings do you have, Hallie?
I have 2 sisters, but then I also have 2 cousins that are about the age of my sisters. And they lived 5 minutes from us. So I always had my sisters.
You got all of them.
Yeah, it was a running joke that I was Cinderella and that I always had to watch the kids.
That was my name!
Cinderella.
Yep, that was always the running joke.
My mom used to leave me home cleaning the bathroom and would take my 2 best friends that were on my block to, like, Friendly's, which is an ice cream joint in America, or at least maybe the eastern part. She would take them to the movies. She'd take them shopping and buy them clothes, and I'd be like, scrubbing the bathroom floor. Yeah.
But you were the
Mom, you're watching. Thanks.
You were the youngest, though, weren't you?
I was, but because of the fact that everyone else was moving out, I was the only one left to be, like, the slave, and my mom was busy. They worked full time, so, you know.
Yeah, because then there's also the age difference, so that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I had the other experience where I literally didn't really know how to do a load of laundry until I moved out when I was 19.
Oh, girl.
We had a laundry chute in our house. That went from, like, my bedroom straight to the laundry. Well, actually from the bathroom upstairs to the laundry room in the basement. And it was a hassle for my mom to get me to put my clothes down the laundry chute. Did you ever
write that thing down? Because I would.
No.
My grandma's house had one of those.
I think I started growing up when I was 19, and that says a lot. But I remember my mom coming home one day and saying, I'm moving to Kelowna, BC. We lived in Stony Plain, Alberta at the time. She said, I'm moving to BC. You're not coming. And I had 2 weeks to get my shit together. Luckily, I lived with my brother and his wife, luckily or unluckily, one of the two, for a little bit. But yeah, it was. So it's not always a good thing being the youngest because, yeah, it was great growing up, but there was quite the transition once I hit adulthood.
When you just got booted out of the nest.
Pretty much.
My brother above me still lives with my mom, though, so I always got that.
Yeah, right?
So good.
I don't know, but, you know.
Any straight ladies watching that want to marry an almost 40-year-old that lives with his mom in the basement, I got one for you. I do. Hashtag executor to the will. See ya. I'm on fire tonight.
And Stephanie and her brother are no longer speaking, so on next week's show,
probably true after today.
We will be having family drama.
Stephanie's having family fights and marital fights tonight.
Exactly. So now we've also added on family disagreements.
Oh wait, I hated my kid too.
Yes, we have
our
families tonight as well. We're doing really a bang-up job on tonight's show.
This is a good show.
I'm not apologizing anymore.
I don't know if I've ever shared this with you guys, but
you can give us.
Yeah. I was one of 11 kids. So by the time my that's right. I don't think I've ever shared this with you. And it's not all from the same mama. I got my brothers and sisters. I got my stepbrothers, stepsisters, and my parents so kindly opened up their house to some foster kids.
I thought you were going to say something else. My parents so kindly opened up, and there's just like 11 kids.
My daddy's got
boom, 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 boom. Yeah. So I think by the time, I remember distinctly having a 7:30 bedtime in grade 8. I think my parents were like,
"Where are you trying to make more kids?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
By the time my youngest brother was in grade 8, I think they were like, "Have you seen Sean? I remember him on Sunday. I'm sure I saw him on Sunday." But
yeah, I didn't know that, Heidi. I just knew about your one brother, the police officer.
Yes, I do have a police officer brother. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
He's the male version of me. If you are in Edmonton, Alberta, and you see a police officer that looks he looks like this. He's got a shaved head.
Wearing lipstick because I don't know how many people are going to take him seriously like that.
That's true. That's true. So yeah. No, he's awesome. He works Pride every year in my honor. He's an awesome guy. So
I love it.
Oh, we have a Facebook comment from.
Yes, is it from someone that we don't know?
Oh, hell no, it's Adria who said #sleeping on the couch.
You know how many times I've tried to sleep on the couch and she said no? Come on.
I know. I because I'm a snorer, so I get kicked to the spare bedroom, and then the next morning, even though I've slept on the futon in the spare bedroom and I hurt like hell, then I get in shit because I actually got a full night's sleep sleeping in the futon in the spare room. Well, at least you got to sleep. Okay. So perhaps just when you start to get some sleep, in the teenage years, maybe from what we've heard today, our little tyrants, children, enter the potty training stage.
Oh.
I'm not there yet, but from all I've seen and read, I'm afraid. Very afraid. How do parents get through this stage, and did you ever think that you would be cheering on another human's toileting habits?
Ugh. The things that come out of your mouth as a parent when you're like, "Yay, you went poo-poo in the potty!" You're like, 2 years ago I was going shots for the bar.
Yeah, exactly.
It's time to poop. It's what we do. It's time to poop. Why? I was cool, so
I haven't got to the poo stage yet, but for me, boogers from my child's nose. I never thought that I would pick another human being's nose in my entire life. And so I don't even know what's going to happen when we get to the potty training stage.
Potty training was such a blur to me. I remember trying to figure out from 2, because Casey turned 2 in March. So we're like, okay, that summer we'll do a lot of big girl underwear and outside. We'll just kind of naturally work through this. And we tried little toys, we tried unwrapping things, we tried special privileges, I even tried food and candy, which I'm a huge person against food and candy.
But whatever it takes, right, at some point?
But whatever
That's the only thing that worked for us.
No, she wouldn't do it. Finally, on her 3rd birthday, we're like, "Look, Casey, you got new big girl underwear." We call them chonies. She put them on, never had an accident after that.
What?
So she did it herself.
Yeah, she just decided I don't want to wet my new chonies.
Yeah, she just loved her new princess chonies, and that was it. And I was like, I would have bought you like 80 pairs of chonies a year ago if I would have known that was gonna work. But
right?
Man, I got Winter all these big girl panties. I was all excited, and she thought it was funny to be in them. She thought it was funny. I'm like, are you?
That's hilarious.
Like, are you kidding?
That's actually really funny. I like this kid.
My daughter is currently grass trained. She goes outside and pees and poops in the grass.
Oh, my daughter totally used to do that. She was like, Mom, if JoJo poops outside, I'm going to poop with him. I was like, no, you can't poop with a dog.
And that's exactly why she does it, because we've got a little wiener dog named Cyrano. She's like, Cyrano poop in grass, Mimi poop in grass. I'm like, oh, thank God we live in the country. Thank God we live in the country. Like,
yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
I didn't live in the country and she's still shit in the
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Stephanie, we now know where that shit came from that you saw in New York City.
It was Philly, and that was a homeless man's poop because it was like this long, okay? It was like this long, right?
I'm losing it here. I'm losing it. That is so funny. So, what are some of the things that worked? You know, for you, Hallie, you just bought her new chonies and everything worked itself out.
That was it.
Are you having any success, Heidi? Sorry, Hallie.
No. Yeah, Heidi, tell us.
Are you having any success?
I managed to get her to poop on the potty. Once completely on her own, like I wasn't even really trying yet, and all of a sudden I looked over, I'm like, she's on the potty. Oh my God, she pooped! And like it was like total dance party going on. Another time I was literally like holding her like down on the potty, going, I know you have to poop. We are going poop. This is how we poop. We're pooping on the potty, and it's so cool. And when you're done, you're getting chocolate, and we're dancing, and we're gonna go to the party. We're gonna have applesauce. Applesauce is a big. She loves applesauce. And then it's gonna be awesome because we're gonna and like she like squirted out like the tiniest little nugget, and I was like, wow. But yeah, since then it's
I want my ducket, mommy.
Yeah.
Stephanie, you have a 4-year-old, right?
Yes, I was just going to share that it took almost 11 months for us to fully potty train her, and by fully I mean not entirely. She tricked the crap out of me. A year in advance, she like went and sat on her little cute little potty, and she went pee-pee, and we're like, yeah, this is going to be great. And then she would do it sporadically, and then she would like go and pop in the corner. Or actually, my neighbor Patty watches the show, but we're connected in a townhome community, and she would go outside in front of Patty's house and squat behind the tree, and she would go in her pants there after she would trick me out. So it was a journey. And then finally, one of my best friends, Lisa, came over, and Lisa's like, I'm doing this. So she took her to the bathroom, and like, because she said I had to go to the bathroom. I took the video, and I'll probably put it on YouTube because it was so good. Best friends forever for trying to make my kid poop. So that she pooped with Lisa on the potty. We're like, yes! You can have whatever you want. She's food-driven. I know you don't like that, Hal. And she eats really good food. My wife, pretty much at that stage, made everything that went in her mouth. But I was like, we're going ice cream. We're going the worst ice cream you can find, like birthday cake style. So she pooped in the potty. I love her, but it took almost a whole year to get it to really wing. And then right before we had Brinley, I was like, game over! We're going to do this! So I was like, pinky out, boo-boo out, pee-pee out, we got this panties. I was like a ninja tonight. I was going to have it then. Because I didn't want 2 kids in diapers. And she did it for us.
How old was she, Stephanie?
She was officially done by the time she crossed over 3-ish. She just recently pooped in her pants at 4.
Okay, because Winter's 3 in 2 weeks, and I keep hearing that they're supposed to be done by 3, and we are not there. Like,
No.
She fully was around that age, and then she pooped in her pants a couple weeks ago because she fell in human shit at school because one of the kids that is not potty trained in her class, they were doing the little, like, you know, I don't know if you guys have it in Canada, but in America we have this parachute thing that you usually do during gym class. The parachute came, and the poop like snuck out of the kid's pants in the back, and my kid slipped in it. So then she thought it was okay when you're playing to not have to go to the bathroom. But that was one incident.
In her defense, when you were running a triathlon, you do go in your pants.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do. You pee and you poop in your pants, in the water when you're doing a triathlon. I've heard.
Come on.
Who else said
And
yes?
now we've
Molly,
offended the
I've seen
triathletes. Yeah.
Listen, if you're a triathlete, and I know you gay guys out there, gay ladies, everyone in between, please let me know if that's true or not. I can't even imagine shitting my pants.
You do. I've only been to one, and my ex-wife was like, they actually poo and pee in their pants. They don't stop to do it because that ruins their time. And I'm like, no.
Why wouldn't you enema before you compete or something? Or
because
I
you
guess
lose
you
too
try
many
to do it
electrolytes.
during the swimming section, maybe. But like, if
Did you just say you lose electrolytes if you poop?
No. If you do an enema, you don't want to. You
Yes.
don't want to deprive your body of too much.
That's true. That's true. But no, these people are so skinny that are running this triathlon because
You just
they're
pull it out.
peeing it all out along the way.
I need a real triathlete to confirm or deny that.
I know, Monique. We have a new viewer. New viewer.
Are you a triathlete? Are you a triathlete?
What's
Not
up?
a triathlete, but a potty
Fail.
training tip.
Okay.
Potty training tip.
Let's hear it.
Monique Clark says the calendar sticker thing. So every time they went, it must have been like good days.
Yeah.
I know we tried that with my daughter, and at the end of the week you get whatever, and
yeah.
No, I
that's
really
what worked
like
for
that.
Monique.
I really like that idea, Monique, and thanks for getting at us on the live chat. I think that's probably a better way to go than the food items. Only talking from a bigger girl perspective. I don't need any more food rewards in my life. But
when my daughter once said, "Mom, I'm having a bad day. I need to eat some feelings," I was like, "Oh shit! Oh, I fucked this one up."
Feelings, I love that. It's so wrong, but I love it so much.
I do it all the time. I love eating my feelings.
It's real. Like, yeah.
It was funny because I was talking to our producer Stephanie. Was it earlier today or yesterday about this kind of topic about eating your feelings?
It was today.
It was today, and it happens whether you're happy or sad. I mean, when you're feeling in a really good place, what do you do to celebrate? For the most part, you go out to eat. You go out, you want to get a frozen yogurt and walk with your love on the beach, or get a frozen yogurt and sit on the couch at home and watch a movie, whatever works. So it's not even just a depression thing that is making people sit at home and eat. It's when you're really super happy as well, I think.
So you're saying this is an American thing and a Canadian thing?
Oh, hundo. Like, yeah, it's funny because even when I was growing up, and I was very thin when I was growing up, I was a long distance runner. I was an avid basketball player. I was in really impeccable shape, but what would happen if I got good grades, which didn't happen very often, or if I did well at something, we would get to go eat at my favorite restaurant, or we would get to go do something like that. So it is kind of ingrained in us, even from parents that, I mean, my mom is very thin and very health conscious and all that stuff, but I mean, that is, if you're going out to meet friends, you go for a meal. If you do well in school, you go for a meal. If you different things like this. So it's very ingrained in our society. And when all that food comes out, you hope that your child is potty trained.
Yes.
Well, when we do have the fitness expert on in the future, we should do a weight loss challenge.
We are.
I'm in. I am so in.
Really? We are actually having Jamie Messina on our show next week from Jamie Messina. Jamie Messina, Shape Your Life. We'll promo her at the end of the show. Check her out on Facebook, things of that nature. But we are going to talk about how to get that baby weight off. And,
awesome.
We should do a Qualk Show weight loss challenge with our fans.
And I think almost every panelist has PCOS, so I think that's awesome that we get and I mean PCOS is so rampant in the lesbian community, which poses such difficulty, especially after that's awesome. I am so in with any weight loss challenge. I will even try and do the whole live feed, which is entirely intimidating for me, but I'll do that shit for a weight loss challenge.
There may or may not be a weight loss challenge thrown out on next week's show, so you're going to have to tune in and see how that goes.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Viewers, Viewers, we want you in on this. So
And I believe
we're all doing it.
your beautiful wife is actually going to be on next week's show as well. Is that correct, Stephanie? Adria's. Have you talked to her yet, or is this just between us right now?
No, I actually talked to her. I asked her if she would come on because she has been very diligent in making my children's food since the time that they could eat it, and she's gluten-free. She eats really healthy. She's definitely the better body of the two of us.
Adria.
And
what?
But yeah, she's going to give tips. And then actually we also talked about making some of her kid-friendly recipes. Maybe we'll shoot it as like a little cooking show or something.
That's going to be fun.
awesome.
I know
She makes these kid chicken nuggets that are so delicious for me. They'll help me get rid of those if I start eating those.
I think that
I make a wicked fruit leather.
I think that your wife and my partner are soulmates as well. Like, I mean, the organic, gluten-free, grass-fed bullshit that I have to put up with here on a daily basis. I've never in my life experienced someone who says, "Can I make you some bacon? Where's it from?" "No, I'm good, thanks." It's bacon. Does it matter where it came from? My God.
Adrian gets like beef that has like 99.99999% less fat, and I'm like, why do you do that? And then you like have a crappy hamburger, and you're like, what is this crap? Like, I got used to eating really good stuff. I just happen to eat 4 burgers at once. I should probably stop that.
I know this has nothing to do with potty training, but while we're on this subject,
sorry,
I
we
just have to
digress.
say, I know, but one of my partner in my very first fights was about an organic chicken, because I love to get the barbecue chicken at Safeway. I don't know if you guys do this in the States, but in the grocery stores here in Canada, you can get a rotisserie chicken for really cheap for a quick, easy meal. So I love the rotisserie chickens, but my beautiful, beautiful girlfriend, she wanted the one that was much more expensive and had no seasoning on it whatsoever. So we get home.
It was a they sprinkle one, Carol.
Yeah, we get home, and she's like, "What does it taste like, honey?" I'm like, "It tastes like chicken." She's like, "See, I told you." I'm like, "No, it tastes like actual like chicken. Like there's not a seasoning on this. It just tastes like I'm eating a raw bird right now, and I actually paid more for this chicken. For this brutal, shitty, tasteless chicken, I actually shelled out more money." And that was, I think, actually our very first disagreement was about an organic or non-organic rotisserie chicken. Hashtag big girl.
Carol,
big girl problems.
You want to try to read Go the Fuck to Sleep? Do you want to try to play it?
Let's do it. We're going to try to do a special reading now for everyone out there of Go the Fuck to Sleep by, you know what, I thought I had this guy's name. What was his name again? Robert?
Alex or Andrew?
You're the one that said it in the video.
Adam Mansbeck. Adam Mansbeck. And Go the Fuck to Sleep. We're going to try this. We've tried this before on the show, so bear with us if it doesn't work, but we think we've got it figured out, and by we, I mean Stephanie. Blame her.
Yeah, I'm going to screen share it. I'm going to screen share it.
Everybody on the panel, put yourself on mute, and let's roll. Go the Fuck to Sleep. As performed.
Okay, here we go. Screen sharing extraordinaire. Watch my awesome skills. Okay. Look at me.
Stephanie, there's no sound. Stephanie, no sound.
We tried. We tried to make it work, and it didn't.
We did.
So, okay, so what you
can do... I'm going to put it up in full view on the YouTube channel ASAP.
And that is the story. Stephanie is not putting herself up in full view later, but...
I mean, I could, but my wife... I'm already sleeping on the couch. What do I have to lose?
Exactly.
Sleeping on the porch.
Yeah, you're going to be moving outside next, Stephanie.
That's probably true.
Outside of the house.
Listen, I don't care. I'll sleep in a shed.
I have really comfy couches.
Exactly. If you are watching this not live, we will have it spliced in so that it'll work for you, not live. And if you are watching us live, thank you, and you can check it out on the Qualk Show, as well as I'm sure all of us will share it on our personal pages as well, so that everybody can see it. It's actually freaking hilarious. It's too bad
so
it's not
funny.
working right now.
So funny.
I don't laugh at myself very often.
I wanna say I had a mud mask on. I'm just gonna give that as a clarification. It was a mud mask before bed.
Hallie
no more wire hangers!
Before anybody wants to get pissy with me about whatever they possibly could, I'm just saying it's a mud mask. Love you, boo.
And we've offended.
I think that rounds out the offensive part of our show this evening.
We gotta go. We gotta get up there.
Exactly.
Where's Jennifer? We're definitely going to need a lawyer. Jesus.
It'd have to be black, eh? Have to be a black
I didn't
mud
say
mask.
that. I said I had a mud mask on. That's all I was saying. You can take it where you want to take it. You have guilty conscience?
Well, hey, I have never claimed to be a politically correct person. I am just politically correct enough not to get sued or beaten down at certain different stages. But unfortunately, I find anything funny. And Lisa Lampanelli is one of the people I find funny. So if you've ever seen Lisa Lampanelli, you know what kind of derelict to society I really am. I want to thank everyone on the panel. I want to thank Jennifer, who obviously could not go into the light on tonight's show. And it was really fun having you on, Jennifer. It's so rewarding to us as a panel when people get what we're doing and want to be a part of what we're doing. And, you know, throughout the run of this show, however long it goes, anybody who's interested to come on, if you've got something you want to talk about, let us know. Write to us at thequalkshow@gmail.com. Let us know what you want to talk about, and we would love to have you on the show. On next week's show, we've touched on it a little bit. We are going to be talking about how do you get your body back after baby, or in my case, before, during, and after baby.
Another high five!
Yeah. Air high five. We're going to have life coach and fitness guru Jamie Messina on the show. You can check her out on Facebook. She's kind of a hottie, just saying, if you want to check her out. We may even throw out a weight loss challenge to the cast, as alluded to earlier on the show. Then we discuss how to get your picky eaters on board with your new lifestyle and eating goals, especially when they are picky eaters. So, you know, we're going to talk about how to get in shape, and then how do you feed your family when you're, you know, you don't want to make 10 different meals, but you know your kid, your picky eater, is not eating that quinoa and spinach salad. There's not a chance in hell.
Oh my God, I'm so excited
that you're getting that into their mouth. Hallie, one more time for the people in the back, how do people get a hold of us?
All right, so if you're watching this afterwards, we want you to comment below on the YouTube link. We want to hear what you have to say. We want to talk to you. If you want to get in touch with us, we have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have Instagram, we have Pinterest, we have email. It is all the Qualk Show at the different places.
You can even write us a fucking letter if you'd like. You can mail us anything.
Carol will leave her personal address below if you want to. Please feel free. We love talking to you. We have a really fast response rate of getting back to messages. Facebook has told us this.
We have nothing better to do.
Yeah, so we're all here all the time.
Exactly.
So awesome.
I love it. You know, thanks for bearing with us tonight. We were kind of a little bit all over the place, but it also was a little bit fun just to kind of talk about whatever came up on our minds, and all of these things are relevant. You know, everything that we talked about tonight, I'm sure we're not the only ones out there that are thinking about these things and wondering about these things. So if everybody wants to raise their glass, our usual toast, here's to sleepless nights and potty training days. Either way, may your bed be dry. Cheers, everybody. See you next week, and remember, there is always something to quack about. See you next week.